Hello everybody. It's early in the morning on Sunday. One more day and then I start the new challenge, the new Mary's Mini. Plus I'm doing the challenge in my weight loss group. This Mary's Mini is going to be with rice. So I'm really excited. I can make all kinds of new recipes and share y'all a few little tricks that I have for making some gravies, thickening with, the seasoning vegetables and with rice. Any starch you have, you can put it in your blender and you can use that as a thickening agent whenever you're cooking to, and that's what helps with making some of my stews and stuff like that. I mentioned in a couple of the groups yesterday about the fact that I am not going to eat out. Not right now. That's one thing I've learned. That's the thing about this journey that we're all on right now, trying to make our bodies healthier, and many of us trying to lose that excess weight, which will make our bodies healthier as well. But the underlying health is so important. It's not a matter of just trying to do whatever it takes to lose weight. You've got to do it in a healthy way. And it's one thing I love about the Mary's Mini is that it's giving me all of my nutrients that I need. Pick your starch, eat as many non-starchy vegetables as you like. And this is working for me. So I usually on Fridays, right after school, I don't even come home. I look forward to this on Fridays. I go to a restaurant. I sit down in the restaurant. Sometimes I'll even grade papers just to be around people. And I'll pick some that I know that I can get vegan food, but it's not always totally oil-free. And sometimes I overdo it with other things, like there's one Thai restaurant that I go to. Everything would be fine if there wasn't as much sodium in the food. But I like the way they cook it. And she makes it vegan for me without those sauces, clam sauce and stuff like that. And plus I get it with fried tofu. So I said, no, we can't do that. And right now I'm on my 4 days off. But I don't want to gain. And one meal can make me gain about 8 pounds or more. It really can. I'm talking about pounds that I have to spend a long time getting off. One meal can do that if I overdo it. And Mexican restaurants, same thing. I found one who can do a vegetable fajita for me with very, very little oil. But then I eat the chips, and I eat the guacamole, which, on my 4 days off, that's fine. I do get my healthy fats during my 4 days off, but I don't need all that oil. I don't need all that junk. And then I overeat. I overeat whenever I go out to eat. So I'm telling myself, unless there's a circumstance where, it happens, where I'm with people, where I'm required or expected or whatever, I'll go. Of course I will. Be extremely mindful the entire time and make it work for me. But just to sit and be around people, and that's a habit. It became a habit that I became mindful of, and now I'm going to try to break that habit. I did not go Friday. And I wanted to yesterday, Saturday. I'm here all day long. I wanted to, and that's when I wrote in the group that unless I can learn how to behave myself, to eat out responsibly, I'm not going to. Not right now. So that was one thing, and then another thing that it kind of came to mind because. This sort of speaks to what I deal with sometimes, and that's Dr. Lyle and a book on the pleasure trap. And it's like you get caught in something once you go off plan. Once you get into the things that include sugar, salt, and oil, those things, it's hard to bounce back to eating the way we know we're supposed to. The snacks, the junk, the sweets, the vegan treats, those kinds of things. And so what Dr. Lyle says is that we have these stages of the pleasure trap. And so I'm going to take you to the beginning of stage of a person who's working on eating a whole food plant-based diet. So, you're in the swing of things, right? And that's the way your life is now. And then all of a sudden, you go somewhere, you do something, I don't know, and you eat a whole bunch of vegan junk. And then it sort of puts your body on this euphoric pleasure thing, right? I think he says the dopamine hits, in that part of your brain. And so there's this escalation of happiness based on what you're doing. But then after a while, because it's hard, now that you've put that back in your body, that's addicting substances. And it makes you want more, and it makes you want more. And so eventually, that euphoric feeling is in stage 2. Stage 1 is when you're just doing what you're supposed to be doing. So then you go to stage 3, and with stage 3, it makes all that bad food that you're putting in your body seems normal. So you're not getting the high for it anymore. It just seems normal. Now this is the way it's supposed to be. So, and it's like you can't get enough to try to find that feeling that you had before with those foods that are high in sugar, oil, and salt. And so then you say, okay, what am I doing? What am I doing? Let me get back to whole food, plant-based, no oil eating. And because I know that I'm damaging my body. I've got to make sure that I begin taking care of these endothelial cells again, especially. And so then you start on your whole food plant-based diet again, way of eating again. And you go into a stage, this is stage 4, where it's a dip in your feelings and your receptors, the emotions are like, this is not right. I'm not normal. This is not feeling very good. So you go through that little stage where you really want what you had before. It's addicting. And so in stage 4, you're feeling really low, you're not feeling good, you feel like something's not right instead of it being right, and that's where people get lost, in stage 4. Sometimes people never come out of stage 4, then they just go back to 2 and live in 3 for a while. But then if you can persevere, and it doesn't take long, and sometimes you can just do things to persevere, such as go and watch some videos on plant-based eating. You can, just do a number of things that can help you, that can keep you on track. Sometimes people do juicing. Okay, I'm gonna juice for a while and, get all this stuff out of my system. Sometimes, people do intermittent fasting, and then the Mary's Mini fits in that category. When you find yourself stuck in stage 4 like that, the Mary's Mini is perfect for getting you out of it. 10 days is great. It's perfect for getting you out of it because, puts you right back on your basics. Pick your starch. Eat as much non-starchy vegetables as you want. And see, those non-starchy vegetables, that's all of your phytonutrients. That's all of those antioxidants, all that good stuff. That's your nutrients. That's your vitamins. And sometimes, when people are caught in that stage 2 and stage 3 of the pleasure trap, they're not getting the kinds of nutrients that they need. That's why people take vitamins sometimes, because they're not getting those kinds of nutrients. But when you begin eating a whole food plant-based diet, you're going to get your vitamins through your food. That just happens. If you're trying to lose weight, try to make sure that what you're eating is 50-50. If you're really trying to lose weight, 50% your starch, 50% your non-starchy vegetables. If you adhere to that and stay on plan with fidelity, no cheats and all that kind of stuff, you're gonna lose weight. You're gonna lose weight. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen. It's exciting to be losing weight again. Some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to do some batch cooking of some rice in my Instant Pot today, and have a whole bunch of 1-cup rice servings prepared ready for me in my refrigerator and in my freezer. While on a whole food plant-based eating regimen, I either like to keep my potatoes in my refrigerator with my Instant Pot already cooked, and then same thing with the rice. I use long grain brown rice. That's what I typically use, and it makes preparing foods really, really easy. Instead of having to wait to cook rice or to cook your potatoes and then prepare whatever it is that you're going to prepare. So it's nice that to already have it made, and I'm really, really excited about some of the things I'm going to make. I'm already going to make some okra and tomatoes. Yay! Oh, I love that stuff. I have a video. I think I made a video of that a while back. I'll see if I can find it. Okra and tomatoes. But if I make it again, I'll make a new video, because my old videos were rough. These are still kind of rough sometimes, but you know what? This is who I am. I ask my students sometimes. I'm in the middle of something on that big old Promethean board, and I can't figure it out. I'll turn around, how do you do this? And they're like, they show me. I'm like, y'all are so smart. Technology is not my strong suit, but I'm making do. Well, listen, y'all, have a great day, and I'll be on in a few days. Bye.